our buddy Pete from Ocean View, Delaware, who said he wanted to come and hang out at the show. He is, in fact, here, and we're going to get more from Pete later on in hour number 3 because we all here know what it's like to beat cancer and battle cancer as this man is doing right now and as our next guest here on the Rich Eisen Show certainly knows all about, and that is Jim Kelly, Pro Football Hall of Famer, whose Football Life premieres on NFL Network Friday at 9 Eastern time on the NFL Network, and whose 5-2 Bills go against the Jets tonight. How are you, Jim?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm better for chatting with you always. You know that, Jim. You know that.
Back at you.
How you feeling? Always love starting my conversation that way with you.
I'm doing pretty good. You know what, the bottom line is I find out that, there's so many other people that have it worse, and they don't need to hear my complaints, and it's interesting you're bringing that up because when we're at the Hall of Fame, people are going, how you feel? And I go, this is one place you never complain about anything because I'm a young punk in the Hall of Fame, so there's all the guys. Yeah, there's still a bunch of young guys, but so many older guys that are going through all their tough times. So they don't need to hear my problems. So I'm doing pretty good, Rich. I'm a blessed man.
Oh, good to hear that. And I want to get to your football life in a second. To me, Jim, there's been 2 5-2 teams for the Bills since that Music City Miracle Day, okay? This one feels different to me. This one feels like this is a real 5-2 where a team has an opportunity for a magical run to win this division in playoffs. I'm wondering what it looks like from your perspective, Jim.
I totally agree 100%. It'd be a little different if I didn't feel the vibes coming from over there, if I didn't hear the head coach, Sean McDermott, the way he talks, the people that I know, the guys that I've known for a long time over there, how their attitudes are different. And you know what? They're believing in each other. And I don't think they've had that feeling in that locker room for a long time. And we as fans, and I can say, even a former player, anytime anything positive happened, it's either, okay, what's going to happen now? What's going to fall out? Or a big play happen. First thing you do, you look back, okay, there's going to be a penalty. In the past, there was. And we've gotten past that. I think Coach McDermott has these guys believe in each other, and I think more importantly, the discipline, I think, is finally back. I think people are starting to lean on each other, be self-disciplined people, and no longer, getting away with things that, you might have gotten away with in the past. I think they all are coming together as a group, but the big key for us right now, I think, is just staying healthy and find ways to win these games, and we have. We're 5-2, and I'm excited. I know the city is.
Well, let's stay a little bit on McDermott here for a second, Jim. When you say you hear how he's talking, give me an example. How is he talking? What is he saying that leads you to believe, as somebody who knows what championship coaching and championship quality sounds like, to lead you to believe that?
Well, he talks about the locker room. He talks about how people are really holding each other accountable. They're doing the things that maybe in the past they wouldn't have done. And, Rich, you know that when you have that feeling in the locker room, whether it's good or bad, you thrive on it. You go with it. And sometimes when you haven't had things go your way, you're just waiting for something to fall out. But right now, just listen to him talk about how the players are believing in each other, the guys that needed to step up, the younger guys that haven't had that chance. And he was talking, I think it was yesterday or the day before, about some of these guys, he's a backup. No, you're not a backup. You're playing now. You're a starter. Think that way. Don't think that, I'm just in here for a time being till so-and-so gets healthy, or maybe this is my opportunity. No, you are a starter. You're not a backup. You're not number 2. You're the starter now. So just some of the way he goes about it, and even talking to Terry and Kim Pagula on the sidelines last week, the look on their face, the smiles, they finally are getting a team that they believe in. And, I think the whole city is starting to feel that way. No longer, you as a quarterback, I always used to, when a big play happens, you always look to see where that penalty flag is. But I don't think people are really looking towards that as much anymore as they did in the past, that, okay, it's going to be called back. And every once in a while, it happens. It's football. But I think they're starting to get the disciplinary reaction from each other, and knowing that if we're doing this, we're doing it together. We can't afford to screw up.
And Jim Kelly, Pro Football Hall of Famer, joining me here. We're still looking to see how the wide receiving core is going to come to the fore. Obviously, Kelvin Benjamin has just been added, and we need to see a little bit more consistency from that unit. But in terms of a playmaking quarterback and a top-notch, top 5 potentially player in the NFL at running back in LaShawn McCoy, I'm wondering if you see any similarities between this team and the seeds that were planted with the K-Gun and Marv back in your day, Jim.
You know what I see? I see a team getting better. Tyrod, good example. There was a lot of question marks. I'm sure he was a little worried, too, because you know what? It's a new system. He come in. He's been through a number of them already, and a lot of people out there, including myself, thought, how is everybody going to handle it? It's a new offense again, and he's come along, and he's making the reads that he needs to make. I think he's probably one of the best at making plays when he's on the run. I think now he's more so looking for the open receiver and not looking to run the ball, and we need him to do that. We need him to continue to do that. We need for him to stay healthy. Because, boy, some of the decisions he's made, I'm like, wow, I can't believe it. That's a heck of a pass, or he makes some big, crucial runs when we need him. So he's playing excellent football, and you hit it right on about LaShawn McCoy. They're finding ways to get him to football, not just in the running game and open those holes up, but find ways to get him to football in an open field and have people miss 1 or 2 times and come up with that big play. So we just need to stay healthy, Rich. The defense needs to continue to get the turnovers, and we need to stay on that plus side of that turnover ratio. And I like so far what we see, but I know it's only a little under a half of the season. But I'll tell you what, I like what we got.
Jim Kelly joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show, Friday at 9 Eastern Time. I can't believe that we haven't done a football life on you yet, Jim. I'm assuming, because I know NFL.
Way to go.
Well, I know. But look, man, I can't wait to see this. And I know NFL Network and NFL Films usually shows it to the subjects before they it airs. Have you seen it yet, Jim?
Yes, I have, and I'm very impressed. If I had to say one minor thing, well, to me it's major, but for most people it's probably minor. I would love to have had my high school football coach in it a little bit more because he was a guy that meant so much to my life, and it's called A Football Life. And my head coach, Terry Henry from high school, was that guy that kept me on that straight and narrow, made sure that I did what I had to do, and made sure that my mindset leaving East Brady was intact, that, you're going to a place where, your number is retired, you were the best here, but so was everybody else there. It's going to be your work ethic that's going to separate you. It's your passion you have for the game. It's going to separate you from the others. So, and as a matter of fact, Richard, you know this. I think this year is the only year, I think, in the last 29, 30 years that my high school football coach is not going to be at the Super Bowl with me because it's in Minnesota. So they all decided to boycott this year's Super Bowl. So I'm going just with one of my brothers.
Okay.
But my high school coach, Terry Henry, has been a big pivotal part of my life. And really, I probably wouldn't be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame if it wasn't for him. So that's the only little part. But other than that, I thought they did an excellent job of really talking about my life. But as the producer told me the other day, he said, Jim, we could have done 3 or 4 football lives. That's how much you have going on in your life. But, at least I'm here to be able to talk about it.
Well, in that regard, too, he's not mic'd up. But, again, we have one of our longtime listeners in our set here from Delaware, stage 4 cancer Pete has. I'm wondering, he's not mic'd up, but give him an attaboy, Jim. You know what it's like to be dealing with this disease. Go for it if you don't mind. I'll give you the floor here.
Yeah, no problem at all. You know what the thing is? I've learned through my tough times, and I've been through a lot. I mean, you'll see on the Football Life, which airs tomorrow night, that we all go through tough times in our life, but it's your attitude that you have to persevere through it and inspire others. And the thing is, we can always, as cancer survivors, even when we're going through it, feel sorry to a certain point. Why this? I mean, I went through 4 Super Bowls. I had a son born on my birthday who, wind up dying of a fatal genetic disease, and we can easily give up and feel sorry and sometimes at times point fingers. But the thing is, we got to understand we're men. We got to stand up. We got to continue to fight, and you got to surround yourself with good quality people. But inside your heart, you got to understand that, hey, there's ways of getting through this, helping other people also. Even when I was fighting, I was trying to make sure that other people around me that were going through tough times, that I was able to help them out by talking, by that word. So all I can say is keep fighting, never, ever give up, as Jimmy V always said. But the thing is, as I look at my life and I look at your life, and stage 4 cancer, you never know. Keep the prayers coming, because I know I live by the 4 F's, and number 1 is my faith. I know the good Lord has different plans for me, and He's not done with me yet. So never, ever give up. Keep fighting along. You got loved ones around you, and hey, I'm going to beat it. That's the attitude that you got to have. I don't care if it's stage 3, 4, whatever it is. They give me weeks. I'm fighting till the end. So I wish you the best. God bless you, and I'll be praying for you.
You the man, Jim. A lot of claps and head nods, and not a dry eye in the house. Love you, Jim Kelly. Love you. Love you with all my heart. You take care of yourself. We'll chat soon.
I appreciate it, Rich. I love you too, man. You've always been one of my favorites and always will. But you take care. God bless, and we'll see you soon, buddy.
Right back at you. That's Jim Kelly, Pro Football Hall of Famer.
For more Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Rich Eisen Show app.